Well, hello out there. Sophia here, and welcome back to Finding My Way. I really hope you all are doing well. It feels like we're on this journey together, and I've been thinking a lot about the last episode, so that's why it's taken me a while. We talked about resting in God's plan instead of rushing ahead. Well, today I want to dive deeper into that because it's something I'm still navigating daily. And if I'm being honest, the world really pulls us to hustle and grind, right? It can feel like we're supposed to always be doing something, always moving forward, always chasing after the next thing, always grinding. But I've learned the hard way that sometimes the best thing that we can do is stop and let God lead. If you've been feeling that pressure to do more, be more, and achieve more, then who knows, this episode could be for you. I have to admit that I've spent a lot of time rushing ahead, desperately trying to prove that I had it all together. I didn't want to be left behind, and honestly, I didn't trust in God's timing. I wanted full control. I didn't want to hear that it wasn't my time yet. It was like I was constantly looking over my shoulder, wanting approval from others instead of seeking peace in what God had already planned for me. I think a big reason I struggled with this is because I didn't want to start over. I was too proud to let go of the image that I had built for myself. I thought I had to have it all figured out. And that was the problem. I had it all figured out. That's why it was so hard for me, because I wasn't willing to let God, who knows me better than myself, who created me to be here at this point in time, guide me on my journey. I didn't trust that He had a better plan, a more peaceful one, because I was too focused on my own understanding. I'll be truly honest with you. I wrestled with God. I felt like Jacob, trying to hold on so tightly to the life that I thought I was supposed to have. I had everything figured out. At least that's what I wanted people to think. But I was drowning in that pressure. And when I finally surrendered, when I stopped fighting to control it, that's when I felt peace starting to fill me. Peace. Just the thought of it brings tears to my eyes because I was carrying burdens I was never meant to carry. And letting go wasn't weakness, it was freedom. I knew I was truly broken down when I didn't receive callbacks from companies, or when I kept hearing, "There's a stronger candidate for the position that you wanted." All I could do was fall to the ground and cry out to God, wondering why no company wanted me. I couldn't bear the thought that I wasn't good enough for a role, wondering why, in the back of my mind, I knew time was ticking and money was running out. I was watching my bank account shrink and feeling completely helpless. Soon enough, I knew I would have to ask for more financial assistance. And to me, that felt like one of the worst situations I could have gotten into. It meant I was weak. It meant I was helpless. I felt like I couldn't fend for myself. But you know what? In the end, I'm glad I went through it. I'm glad that I was humbled. Because in that brokenness, I learned what true surrender looks like. I learned that it's okay to not have everything together, and that asking for help isn't a weakness. It's a step towards healing. And more than anything, I learned that God was with me through it all. Even though I couldn't see it, even when I was crying out in despair, God cared. I truly believe that God put me where I am because I needed this growth. I needed to forgive myself. I needed clarity. And I had to let go of the things and people I was holding on to. Not because they were bad, but because my journey had shifted. There's a verse that says, "No one who puts their hand to the plow and looks back is fit for the kingdom of God." Luke 9:62. I'm choosing not to look back. I'm moving forward, and I truly encourage you to do the same. Some people are only meant to be a part of your life for a season, and that's okay. It doesn't mean that they weren't valuable. They were exactly what you needed, and now it's time to move on. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Finding My Way. I truly hope that it resonated with you. If you've been holding on to something that's not serving you, I encourage you to start letting go, one step at a time. And if you're enjoying the podcast, please don't forget to subscribe and share with someone who may need to hear this message. And take care.